Welcome everyone. I hope you're all feeling full of beans, ready for class. We will start in a wide leg child's pose today. Okay, so we'll have the big toes touching, knees open wide, and then relax in between your legs. So you can do your little fidgets, get yourself comfortable, get yourself ready. And then find a comfortable place in your wide leg child's pose. We may well use a block at some point throughout the class, so you might want to have a block by your side if you've got one. Don't worry if you haven't. But today we're going to be working towards fallen angel, which is an arm balance and a pretty big twist. So yes, we'll do lots of twists, a little bit of chaturangas, strengthening the arms. And also there's a little bit of something going on with the neck in this pose as well, so a little bit of focus on that too. It's one of those poses, like as the name says, that you have to kind of fall into, so body and mind have to be in connection. And we can start to initiate that right now by slowing the breath down. So taking long, slow breaths in and out through your nose. Exaggerating the expansion of the body with the breath in. And getting that feeling of drawing everything to the center with the breath out. Every exhale, as you draw the breath back into the center, maybe you could creep your fingers a little bit further out and relax a little bit deeper within the legs. Okay. Head is enclosed within your arms, so it's like you're in your own little hiding place. Letting go of any external forces and just thinking about yourself now for this next 45 minutes. So we'll start the twisting from right here. Take your right arm underneath your body to the left side. And rest the side of the head on the floor. Left fingers to the top of the mat. Okay, so it's a nice gentle twist. And if you need to come in and out of it, that's fine. You can press down to your left hand and try and look underneath your left arm as you press into the back of the right arm. And all these twists are going to happen from your belly button and above. So the hips generally stay where they are. You take the left arm around your back, wrap it around your right thigh. And try and create space between the shoulder and the ear. If you want to rest your head on a block, you could. Breath in to expand into the shape. And breath out to melt into the shape. And releasing the left hand. Taking your right arm back out in front. And then going the other way. Left arm underneath your body towards the right side. You're going to lay on the back of that left arm now. Right fingers to the top of the mat. And as much as you can, try and look underneath your right arm. Press into the back of the left arm. Starting to maybe take the right arm to the sky if that feels good, and wrapping it around the left thigh. And as much as you can, pushing your sit bones down into your heels. And then enjoying that twist from the belly button and above. Legs might be talking to you a little bit now, hips might be talking. We'll release the right arm, take it all the way back out in front, and take the left arm out in front. Got one more breath here. Walk your hands back towards your knees, pick yourself up and bring your knees together. Maybe that's a relief now. It is for me anyway. Inhale, lift yourself up nice and tall, and then exhale back into your child's pose. But now with the knees together and heels together. So it's different stretch in the hips now. The forehead might touch the floor, it might not. You could put a block underneath the head. One more breath, belly expanding against the thighs. Feeling the body expand. And breath drawing inwards and drawing your awareness inwards as well. Looking forwards, come up onto all fours. Straight into some cat-cows. Okay, so letting the belly sink, lifting the head, chest up. Really think sit bones up to the sky. And then as you exhale, draw the sit bones down to the heels and round into the back. And again, inhale, let the belly sink, lift the head, chest up. Sit bones up high. Tucking the tail, sit bones towards the heels, round into the back. 2 more times. As the sit bones lift, feel the hamstrings stretch. Sit bones go towards the heels, round into the back. Last one. Feel the stretch through the hamstrings, the arch in the back. And then the tuck in the tail, the lengthening of your lower back, the chin to the chest. Come back to neutral. And we're going to take your right arm up to the sky. Push down to your left hand. Twist as much as you can. And then bring your right arm underneath you towards the left side. Okay, lower the side of the head to the floor and the left fingers to the top of the mat. Okay, so for our fallen angel, this is the shape where we want the head to connect, or this is where we want the head to connect to the floor. So notice how that feels. For now, you can see if you can push into that right arm and open up the left shoulder. And again, don't let the hips move. Keep drawing your right hip back. You can take your left arm around your back, snuggle the fingers around the thigh. And as much as you can, keep the weight in the right arm without putting too much weight in your head. Yeah, so not overstretching the neck. Yeah, something to remember once we get into the full pose. From here, let's just take the left leg back and press the toes into the floor so we start to stretch into the calf. Now you can bring the left hand by your face or really start to challenge by your face on the floor to support you. Or you can challenge your balance and hold everything as it is and see if you can lift that left leg up off the floor. And if you fall, there's not far to go, so don't worry. Breathing in. Yeah, if it's too much, hand on the floor by your face. And then breathing out. Lower the left knee back down to the mat. Yeah. Release the left hand. Use the left hand to pick yourself back up. Good. Do a cat-cow. Let the belly sink. Lift the head, chest up. And then round into the back, chin to chest. Yeah. Coming back to neutral. Left arm up to the sky and start to push down to your right hand as you twist. And then left arm underneath you towards the right side. So going the other way now. So carefully lower the side of your head onto the floor. Try not to put too much weight there. So working it out now while you're in the security of being connected completely to the floor. How can you have the side of the head on the floor without overstretching the neck? Can you squeeze your left hip back? And then maybe the right arm goes around your back. Try and snuggle it around your left thigh. And of course, if you don't get there, then you're just holding on to your leggings or holding on to what your pajamas maybe. Push into the back of that left arm. Try not put too much pressure on the neck. So if all feels well, you could bring your right hand on the floor by your face, or you can challenge your balance And slide the right leg back. Press the toes into the floor. So you feel that stretch through the calf. Okay, and then if you wanted to, lifting that right leg up, you've got to press down into the back of the left arm to try and counter pose to stop the wobbles. And wherever you are, bringing that right knee back in and releasing the right arm back down. Good, are we all alive still? Bringing the hands underneath you. Cat-cows, let the belly sink, lift the head, chest up. And then exhale, round into the back, chin to your chest. And we'll tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back into your first downward facing dog. Wiggle the hips from side to side. You step your right hand next to your left hand. And then take your left arm, try and reach it for the outer right leg. Yeah, so you might be able to catch hold of the calf, you might not. So you're either reaching for it or you've caught hold of it and you're using it to help draw your body through. Breathe in, wherever you are. Reaching is going to be helping you to develop a lot of strength. And if you're holding onto the calf, then you're helping your flexibility. Release. And taking the right hand back out. Left hand comes to the center. Right hand reaches back for your left calf. You're either reaching for it or maybe you can catch hold of it and you're drawing yourself through, pulling on that left calf if you can. Breathing in, try and squeeze both hips back in space. And breathing in. Releasing the hands, walk your hands back towards your feet. Have a nice forward fold here now, so knees bent, relax your head. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Nice heavy head here. Start to roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. That's it. Good, so you can't see me, take my arms up. I've had the computer too close. I'll go down like this. Hold on to the right wrist with the left hand and lean up and over towards that left side. Let me move you back a bit. So you want to push down through that left foot. Lean up and over. Sorry guys, enjoy the twist or the side stretch. Nearly there. Good, bring it back to the center. Catch hold of left wrist with right hand and we'll lean up and over, breathe into that left side now. Push down through your right foot. Excellent, good. Coming back to the center, take the hands down by your side. Inhale, just lift yourself up and then exhale, fold it forwards, hinge from the hips. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. And then exhale, walk the hands all the way out to the front of the mat. Come into your first vinyasa. Remember, you can drop your knees if you need to. Elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Come through into your cobra, upward facing dog. And then take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Let's keep twisting. Right leg lifts up. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Feel that nice stretch there. All right, let's bring the right foot inside your right thumb. We'll do a little bit of rocking forwards and back, just waking up the legs a little bit. Starting to stretch the front of that left thigh. And eventually lower your left knee to the floor. Okay, release the left toes. Lift your arms up into your low lunge. Now you can put the hands on the floor here or play with this. Legs strong, push down to the right foot and then come onto the left knee, right toes to the sky and then hinge forward. So you can have your hands on the floor through all of that if you need. Inhale, draw the chest forward, start to feel the hamstrings. And then we'll re-bend into the right leg, sink back into the low lunge. All right, rest your hands onto your right thigh. Push down, lift yourself taller and twist towards the right. You're going to take your left elbow onto your right knee, palm towards the sky, right palm on top of left palm, and continue to twist there. So you're breathing in, and then breathing out, push down to twist. Yeah, push down to that right hand to twist. Good. Looking down, release the hands either side, front foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift the back knee up, and bring your back foot to the front of the mat. Take a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Push the palms together, push the thighs forwards, lift the hips up and the chest up, and then exhale, fold and hinge from the hips. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, jump or step your feet back into plank. Vinyasa. Let those shoulders lower in line with the elbows, nothing else moves. Come through cobra, up dog, and then meet me downward facing dog. All right, so let's take the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. Bring your left foot inside your left thumb. And again, we're waking up the legs, so rock forwards and back. From here, eventually lower your right knee to the floor. Start to stretch the front of the right thigh, and then lift your arms up. So enjoy this moment, push down through that left foot. Hands can go on the floor if you want. Then you can come back onto your right leg. Legs strong, left toes to the sky. Hinge from the hips. Feel the hamstring here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good. Rebend into that left leg. Sink down. Bring your hands heart set. Oh, actually, take your hands onto your left thigh. Push down to lift up tall and twist. And then bring the right arm on top of the left knee, palm flat, left hand on top of right hand, and then start to twist. Yes. Breathing in, can you squeeze your right hip back? Don't bring your right hip with you. From the belly button and above, we twist. Good, looking down, take the hands either side of the front foot. Tuck in the back toes, we'll lift the back knee and then bring the right foot to the front of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Good, start to roll your way up, pushing down to come up. Palms together, lift the arms up. And then exhale, fold and hinge. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Hopefully your body's getting warmer now. Exhale, step or jump your feet back. Find plank. Heels back, head forward, shoulders in line with elbows. Come through, cobra. Upward dog, stretch out the front of the hips. Take it up and back into downward facing dog. Big breath in. Long breath out. Think sit bones to the sky. Stretch those hamstrings. Let's keep going. Right leg lifts up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Bring your right foot next to your right thumb. All right. Lower the left knee to the floor. Release the left toes, come up, arms up. Now you can have the hands on the floor like earlier, or push down through your right leg, come back onto the left leg, right toes to the sky. How far forwards can you hinge? And feel the stretch through the left hamstring. Right hamstring, sorry. Left hand can go down, if it's not already, and then twist the chest towards the right. Turn the palm towards the right, breathe into the awkwardness, and squeeze down to the right hip. Lower the right hand down, rebend into your right leg. Now grab hold of your block if you've got one. Don't worry if you haven't. You're going to place your block on its medium edge by the side of your right foot. So you're going to bring both hands onto your right thigh, push down to lift up, squeeze and twist towards the right, and try and take your left arm over your right leg. Can you rest your left hand onto the block? Yeah. Now, if this is too much, just bend the arm like we did before. Right arm up to the sky into the twist. Yeah, so don't worry if your hand isn't on the block. Don't worry if you want to stay as you was before. Wherever you are, try and see where you can get to in this twist. One more breath. And release. Paching. Yes, hands come down either side, front foot. Lift your back knee and bring your back foot to the front. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. Now, as you exhale, keep the left leg pretty straight. Bend your right leg. Right hand can be on the floor or on a block. And then we just twist the left arm up to the sky. Okay, so right leg is bent, left leg is straight. Pushing down through the right hand, left arm up to the sky. Beautiful, guys. Lower the left hand down. Rebend the left leg, roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Palms together, lift the arms up. Thighs forwards. Exhale, fold and hinge. Okay, hands to the floor, breathe in. Lift the head, chest up. Jump or step your feet back. Vinyasa. Let those shoulders lower in line with the elbows. Come through into that cobra up dog. Meet me downward facing dog. How's everything feeling? Breath in and breath out. Left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Okay, keep that mind-body connection going now. Left foot inside your left thumb. And then we can lower the right knee to the floor. All right, lift your arms up into a low lunge. Now again, don't forget you can rest your hands on the floor to support you here. Or no hands, push back onto your right leg, flex the left toes, and then hinge from the hips. Now it's a big hamstring stretch. You can have a bend in that left leg if you need. So wherever you are, the right hand is going to be on the floor or on a block. Left arm to the side, and then twist. Can you push down to the left hip? Keeping that left hip in line with the right, twisting from the belly and above. Inhale. And then exhale. Well done, guys. Lower the left hand back down. Bend onto the left leg. Bring your hands onto your left thigh. Now you can bring your block over to the outer left side of your left foot. Push down to lift up tall, twist, and then bring your right arm over the outside of the right leg. Your left leg. Rest your right hand on the block, maybe. Yes, you can be here as we were before. You choose. Left arm to the side, and then twist. It's a pretty big twist. Breathe into it. We're making it easier with that back knee down. Get lower the left hand back down. Hands either side front foot. Lift the back knee up off the floor and step your back foot to the front of the mat, next to the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Good. So now you can keep your right leg straight, or your version of straight, and bend your left leg. Okay, your left hand could be resting on the block if the floor is too far away. And then spin the right arm to the side, twisting from your belly button and above. Your left hip will want to come with you. Keep squeezing that left hip back. Breathing in and breathing out. Lower your right hand down, rebend the right leg, and then roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Palms together, arms up, thighs forwards, hips forwards. And then exhale, fold, hinge from the hips. Take that halfway lift and lengthen. And then exhale, jump or step your feet back. Vinyasa, your way. You can drop your knees. You can skip it. You can meet me in downward facing dog. Good. How are you feeling? Now stay with it. Keep going. Breathing in. Breathing out. We're doing well. Stay with it, guys. Right leg lifts up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Right foot inside right thumb. Lovely. Lower the left knee to the floor. Excellent. So you can bring your block on the outer right leg, right foot there. Lift your arms up. Come up into low lunge. All right, we're going to come straight into it now. Bring your hands onto your thigh. Push down to lift up and twist. The three options, because I'm adding in an extra one. So the elbow can be on the knee, palms together, twist. Left arm over the outer right leg, hand onto the block, right arm to the sky. Is that enough? Yeah, if you want to go further, tuck your back toes under and lift your back knee up off the floor. Continue to twist. Breathing in. And breathing out, release. Yes, bring your back foot to the front. Take a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Good, this time, bend your knees a lot and sit your hips down low. Lift your arms up into your chair pose. Yes, good. Hands heart center. And then spin the right arm towards the left elbow. Push down, the left knee. Push down through the left hand and twist. Inhale. And exhale, can you push down through your toes? Good. Release and fold forwards. Straightening your legs. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Push the palms together, lift the arms up, thighs forwards, hips forwards, and then exhale, fold and hinge. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step your feet back. Vinyasa, go with your flow. It's a nice little reset. All right, let's go. Left leg lifts up, breathe in. Bend the knee, open the hip. Left foot next to left thumb. Yeah, lower your right knee to the floor and bring your block over to the outer left foot. Bringing your arms up into your low lunge. We'll all go through the steps so we can bring the hands to heart center. Twist towards the left, right elbow onto your knee. Push down through the hands. Good, stay there if that's enough for you. Otherwise, try and bring your right shoulder over that left leg. Right hand onto the block, maybe onto the floor. Left arm to the side. Breathing in. So you're here. Maybe tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Twist a little bit more. Imagine all that detoxing you're getting here. And when you're ready, carefully release. Hands either side, front foot. Take your back foot to the front of the mat. And halfway lift and lengthen. Good, exhale and fold, hinge. Think sit bones up to the sky. Bend your knees a lot, tucking your tail. Imagine sit bones towards the heels now. And then lift your arms up, come into your chair pose. Good, bring your hands heart center. Twist towards the right now. So your left elbow goes to the right leg. Push down through the right hand. Try and not bring your left hip with you. Keep squeezing the hips back so they're level. Inhale. Good, and then exhale, fold forwards. Relax the head down. Straighten your legs. And start to roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Palms together, lift the arms up. And then exhale, hinge from the hips. Keep going, guys. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And as you exhale, how lightly can you jump back or step back? Vinyasa. Go slow, mindful, stay in your bodies. You're in your downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good, lower your knees to the floor. Sit back into a child's pose. You've got a 2-second break. Breathing in. Breathing out. How's those hips feel? All right, let's get into the arms a little bit. So come up onto all fours. Now you're going to bring the block just underneath your head. So this is the feeling that you have with your fallen angel. So let's see if we can recreate it here. So your elbows are going to bend back towards your chest, and you're going to lower your chin towards the block. Try not to plop onto the block because you don't want to draw your chin, and push right back up. So it's a little strange little tricep dip. Elbows bend backwards. Yeah, they come brush past the rib cage and the chin taps the block. Push back up. Now if it's too far, too low down, you can turn the block onto its higher edge. Elbows brush the rib cage, tap the block, push back up. Yeah, now I've got two more. You choose what's best. If you want to take the block away, turn your head to the right side, elbows bend, and you're going to tap the side of your head to the floor. Yeah, and push right back up. Turn your head to the other side, elbows bend. See if you can lightly tap the head to the floor and push right back up. You might collapse, be careful of the neck. Push the hips back into your child's pose and then reach the arms out in front. Press the hands down, feel that stretch. Awesome, good. So if you manage to control that journey down all the way to the side of the head, then you should be fine in this next bit. If you manage to just get your chin onto the block, then also there's some stuff we can do. Yeah? So let's play with it. Let's have a go. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back, and then you can walk your feet to your hands. All right, once you get there, take a halfway lift, lengthen, and then as you exhale, start to bend your knees. Bring your hips to your heels. You got your hands on the floor to support you. Now I want you to come up as high as you can on your toes, and then reach your arms forward. So you can keep the hands on the floor if you like, but try and squeeze your thighs into your belly, your knees up to the sky, and hold it there. Core is strong, yeah, so engaging the core, finding that mind-body connection, balancing, breathing in. Good, then breathing out slowly. You can put your hands on the floor, but you're going to try and squeeze your heels back down, rest the heels on the floor, and then lift up onto the toes and lower your knees onto the mat. See how slow you can go. Use the strength of those toes. Yes, good. If you got there, push down into your knees, come up. And then you're going to sit your hips back into your heels. Lean back as much as you can. Use your hands if you need to. You're going to try and lift the knees up off the floor. And come back to a little crouch. Yeah. Now, while we're practicing here, you could have a block underneath your heels just to make that whole thing a little bit easier. Okay? So you're welcome to have the block there. Bring your hands heart center and take a twist. Left elbow onto the outer right leg. Push down to the right hand into the twist. Yeah. Okay. This might be where you stay because this is already a great place to be. Otherwise, we've got to come into side crow. You're going to bring your right elbow to your right hip. Press your right hand onto the floor. See if you can feel your right hip on the top of your right elbow there. Fingers facing away from the feet. Then, can you bring your left hand down? We've done loads of twisting to prepare you for this. Lean into it. That's it. Maybe now you can look towards the front of the mat and lift the feet up off the floor. Maybe not. See where you're at. Wherever you are, come back to the center. Nice, bring your hands back. Yeah, so if anything, it's a big twist. Start to twist towards the left, right elbow on the outer left leg. Push down to twist. Already, this is a great place to be. Block supporting your heels for now. All right, so now you can release your left hand and try and connect your left elbow to your left hip. Make that connection. Rest the left hand on the floor and try and bend your left arm to rest your left hip on the left elbow. Then you can bring your right hand down, close your right chest off a little bit. Make a shelf with your arms by bending the arms, looking forwards. Maybe those feet float off the floor. Maybe, yeah? So it's all options. If you're in a twist, you're already in a great place. Coming back, heels on the block. Bring your hands to the heart center. Are we all alive? Yeah. Take the hands to the floor. And take the block away. Do a forward fold just to stretch out. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Roll your way up, come up to standing. That's it, and then bring your palms together. We'll come up high onto the toes. One last crack now at this next bit. Bend the knees. Sink all the way down. So again, put the block there if that was handy. Otherwise, keep it away for now. In fact, let's bring it, if you don't need it for your heels, bring it to the side here. Okay, so this is where you're going to aim to put your head. So get to your place here. Left elbow onto the right leg, palms together. This is already a great place to be. You can stay here. Left hand, right elbow goes to the right hip. Try and hook it underneath you, underneath that right hip, and then press your left hand down. Create a shelf with your arms. Try and lean onto that shelf. Lift your feet off. Turn your head to face the left. Rest the side of the head on the floor or on the block. Can you take the left leg up to the sky? Can you take the right toes up to the sky? You see what you can do. Well done. Wherever you are, bring it all the way back. Are we alive? Are we all okay? Take the block over to the other side. Hands heart center. Excellent. So now start to twist towards the left. Right elbow onto the left knee. Like I said, this is a perfect place to be. Stay here, enjoying the twist. All right, you can now try and connect your left elbow, to your left hip. Slide the elbow underneath the hip as much as you can. Right hand on the floor, right elbow on the outer right leg. Create a shelf with your arms, lean into the hands. Let your feet float off the floor. Try and tip yourself forward so the left side of your head rests on the block. And if there isn't a lot of pressure on that neck, extend your right leg to the sky. Extend your left toes to the sky. And release, bring it all the way back. I'd love to see some pictures of that. Bring your hands heart center. And if you've got the block behind your heels, release the arms forward, sit the hips down into the floor. And we'll bring the soles of the feet together, knees open. Hold on to your toes. Inhale, lift your head, chest up. And then exhale, fold it forwards. Okay, so hoping that some of you got to that point where you can twist. Maybe you got to the point where you could tip and fall into it. You might even got a leg up, yeah, getting into that fallen angel shape. Breath in, try and open up the hips now. Relax the core, relax your back, relax your arms. And then very slowly start to walk your hands back. Well done, everyone. So, you can always have this recording and go over those bits again, slowly pressing pause whenever you need to. But reach the hands forwards and then tuck the tail, start to lower down. Keep your feet pressing together. Let's take a few moments just to cool down, arms up and over your head. So the whole purpose of the pose, that fallen angel pose, is to get the twist, get the detoxing, Get strengthening of the arms. Yeah. Help you with your mind and your body connection, help you with your balance. So the whole class is being catered towards that. So whether or not you manage the final pose is irrelevant. You've already got the benefits of the pose throughout the class. And then one day, like magic, it will just happen. If it hasn't happened today. So I'll bring the knees back up to the center. Take a happy baby, holding onto the outer edges of the feet. Squeeze the sacrum down into the mat. Now you can stay here or take a plow pose. I highly recommend, if you can, taking that plow pose. Legs up and over your head, letting the toes rest on the floor. Letting your knees fall by your ears. Taking one more breath, let the back relax. Arms go flat onto the floor and you can lower the spine down. And we'll let the feet rest on the floor. Have your knees bent. Inhale, breath in. Exhale, belly draws back. Push down through your feet and lift the hips up. Take one more breath. And then slowly lower the spine down. Yeah, take your feet to the corners of the mat. You can have your arms by your side or up and over your head. Wherever you are, eyes are closed. Got a few moments to let the practice settle in your bodies. So no awareness on your breathing now, just let everything flow naturally, normally. Maybe you can feel the heat in your body. Maybe you can feel the practice. So allowing yourself to rest and melt into those sensations. Taking this moment to stop before you start your day. Maybe even before you continue your day. As always, you're welcome to continue the practice or continue your Shavasana. But if you need to move, then you'll start to breathe a little bit deeper. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Arms up and over your head. Do a lovely full body stretch. And then roll to the right side, fetal shape. So give yourself this little moment. And keeping your eyes closed. Come up to seated to face the front. Bring your palms together, thumbs into your chest bone. In gratitude to the practice, long breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. Let me know if you have questions about that. Fallen angel. But like I said, if you didn't do the final pose, it's the journey to it that's the bread and butter. That's the juicy bit. So let me know how you went.